My mother was a drug abuser, and I started following her path by doing the same things, but I didn't use drugs as much as she did, but I did drink a lot, and it became addicting. In a way, I was like her punching bag. She took out all her frustration on me. I had to do all of the motherly duties, which is driving, going to the grocery store and things like that, and I learned all of that at a very young age, and it wasn't healthy at all. She would throw food stamp cards at me and just money here and there to feed us, because we really didn't have any food, and sometimes when she wouldn't come home, we wouldn't have any food and we wouldn't have any money, and I picked up the habit of stealing. My mom was physically abusive and emotionally as well, and I would, she would come in there and wake me up in the middle of the night, and she'd be really strung out on drugs, and she would pull my hair and pull me into the kitchen and tell me how dirty it was when it really wasn't dirty, and she would tell me that I wasn't going back to bed until I cleaned it up, until I scrubbed every inch of the floor with a toothbrush. And I remember those nights that, I would just be getting beat because, some man came in and used her for sex and not wanted to lay up and love on her, and so she would take that on me and tell me how worthless I was, and like how much I was going to be like her. And I think that was my biggest fear, is being like her, and still is. I told her that she was my biggest role model because she taught me everything not to do, and I think that was the day that I kind of grew up and got some strength, and I actually stood up to God as well. I actually asked him some questions that I was so scared to ask him, because I knew that he could take my life any time he wanted to. And I asked him, if I'm so special to you, if I have a purpose, why am I going through this? I know my purpose isn't to wake up every day and be beat on. And in a sense, I hate saying this, but I hated God because he let me go through that. I wasn't really connected with God like I should have been when I was at home, because I was so influenced by everything in my daily life that I didn't have time for God. I allowed my mother to be my puppeteer, and I was a puppet, and I let her affect how I acted and how I handled daily circumstances and situations and problems. And so I got in trouble lawly, like I was in juvenile incarcerated, and I got put into state's custody because I violated a probation. I bounced around from facility to facility. After the more serious level 3, I was supposed to initially go to a foster home, and something happened at the foster home where it hurt me from where I couldn't go, and I was sent here. And I had a close relationship with God at that point, and I told him that wherever I go, it's up to you, and that's what you want, and I'm gonna try my hardest to accept it. And I was really hoping for a foster home, and everything was looking like it was gonna happen, and I was sitting here. And I went through a heck of a time here. A lot of my patience and frustration, all of that was tested here, especially my faith the most. They would not let me move forward. They wouldn't let me move off that cottage or move anywhere and do anything, because they knew that what I was giving them was half of what I should be. And I think that God really placed in their mind and intention in their mind that I was not going to move forward until I gave it my all, and to really impact myself and others and change something, And day by day I set goals for myself. I wrote in my journal, and the staff helped me so much with achieving my goals, because I would tell one of them or whoever was on, I really got to work on this today. I know that I did this and I did this week, and I really need to get my name off, a shift report or something like that. And they would really, really hold me accountable to the things that I was trying to achieve. The relationship that I have with God here was so close, and that it developed so quickly that it became stronger. I had introduced a young girl here that never knew Jesus. She knew about Christianity, never really knew everything about it, or knew the full formation of it, and I helped her become a Christian. And I think that now that I've left, more doors and opportunities and possibilities and things have opened dramatically and very quickly at that, and it's up to me whether I take those opportunities and just make something of them and change something in myself. And I can say that this place has really prepared me to fulfill the needs of God and being able to serve others like I'm supposed to, and to never lose hope even when things are so bad. And you never know who you're impacting every day, and I never realized what my impact was until I left here, that I helped and I moved and I inspired a lot of people here. I don't think that I would be the woman I need to be if I really didn't see the women here, because all of them made a picture. Everyone had a part in that picture, and it just helped me see the woman I would want to be, because of in likeness of all their similar qualities that they have. I feel that if I wouldn't have came here, I wouldn't have been able to realize that I'm not alone, and that my mistakes aren't what matter, or my failures aren't what matter. It's how I overcome them and what my future decisions are. I am who I am because of my past mistakes and failures. And I really appreciate God for letting me go through that stuff, because everything that happens for a reason, and all of that did happen because it shaped my strength through Him. And so God has really blessed me to be here and have come here. Philippians 3:14, I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me. And that is so true, because I never really believed in it, but you can make history at a young age if you just believe in Him and know that He is there to strengthen you at any time, at any place.